Okay, great. So, how to make some good observations on a iNaturalist? We'll see. This is some few tips, so you can record much better, give some good identifications, and make much better quality observations. So, how to make a good observation? So, basically, take clear, close photographs. Focus on wild organisms. Please don't take pictures of pets, potted plants, and animals in captivity. Okay. Only on wild organisms. Document the location and please add an identification to whatever taxa level that you are pretty much sure of. So take close photos. So get close to whichever organism that you're observing. Be ethical about it. If it's a snake, please don't go close. So that's very obvious. Uh, so yeah, within your range, try to get closer images so that at least your subject covers 70% of the entire image. That is the ideal uh, size that you should be looking for. Get close, as I mentioned. Take focus pics. Try not to go with the blurry ones, even though blurry ones are difficult to identify. You might get identifications, but always try for focused images. Take multiple shots, especially if it's organisms like tree and mushroom. You might have to take different uh, parts of it, like the fruits, undersides, the whole, the habitat shot. Try to document the amount of whatever you can based on organism. So please to take multiple shots and multiple angles of it, and focus on wild animals as mentioned. So any natural or occurring, just a second. Yeah. So focus on wild animals, naturally occurring wild plants, animals, any organisms are good, especially the wild. Please don't try to go with the potted plants or pets or uh, you know the plants that you have been cultivating. So yeah, as mentioned, zoo animals, garden plants. Okay, so if you're uploading such kind of observations, always make sure that you are marking the status as captive or cultivated, because these observations won't be of much use to the scientific world, but you can still upload it, but do mark it as captive, if not cultivated. Now coming to the location, so you can go with two different ways. Either you can allow the location on your iNaturalist and you can upload your photograph and the location you can map automatically through iNaturalist. Otherwise, you can always have the option to manually put in the locations as well. So include the organism in its natural habitat, uh, especially if it's mushrooms or plants. Try to take habitat shots as well. Now coming to how to add identifications. So there is an inbuilt AI that iNaturalist offers. You can use its suggestions, but it's not 100% accurate. So always try to have a look, and if you're sure of it, you can go with it. Otherwise, try to put in the highest taxa that you're sure of. Maybe flowering plant or just plant or vascular plant, whichever. This is how it works. You'll find the top ID suggestions. Based on that, you can always have a look on the photographs as well. So yeah, add your identification at any taxonomical level. Put it at some of the other high level ID, but make sure that you're putting some ID, because any observation with no ID at all will never, or it's very difficult to get identified. So please put it as an animal or butterfly or whichever that you know. So this is a guide to what to photograph for different groups of organisms that will help to identify this in much better sense. So if it's trees and shrubs, always take photographs of the leaf, buds, flowers, fruits, the entire tree itself, the seeds, the habitat. Basically, close photographs of whichever parts that you can, have access to easily, because all these traits are important to get identified trees and shrubs. Same with the wildflowers and leaves. Basically, entire plants have a photograph of the flower, basically the top and the underside, how the flower is flowering, the inflorescence, the whole plant, habitat, everything. Yeah, for mushrooms, top and undersides are mandatory uh, because if you don't have an underside image of a mushroom, it's a little bit difficult to identify. So make sure that you're always having underside image for mushroom and top as well. The stem and the base and the substrate basically where on this thing is growing because mushrooms can be classified based on substrate they are growing on. Coming to butterflies and moths, butterflies you can document, you can take photos of top of the wings, underside. Moths also take photograph from the uh, top. Make sure that you're having the entire shape of the moth coming up and try to take side angles as well for both of them. Coming to beetles and bugs, take photograph from the top, photos of the head and side angle as well. It's always suggested. And if you have any other interesting characteristics or any other markings or something that you see that okay this looks unique, you can take a photo of those angles as well. So that was about how to document on iNaturalist. Uh, if you have any questions based on what I just spoke about, feel free to ask. You can unmute or put in the chats. Anything? Any questions? Okay. We have some questions in the chats.
So
Okay.
once you upload these images, the
Yeah.
app does the identification. How is the identification done?
Right.
Because most
So
times
once
we are.
yeah, so once you upload a photograph, you have to assign it into a specific tag set. So the end goal of this is to identify to species level, which is what goes to the analysis and the higher data sets. So in order to get to the species level, what do we do is we either put in direct species level identifications or put some sort of identification that will lead others in that or the experts in that specific group come and give you the species level ID. So that is why we insist that please put in any or the highest level of order that you can put. Like for example, if you have a lion, right? If you know it's a lion, you can put it as lion. If you are not sure that it's lion, you can put it as a cat family. So a person who's interested or expert in cat family can come and put it. If you're not sure if it's from the cat family, you can put it as what vertebrate. So people who are into vertebrate, they can come and put it the ID. If you're not sure, you can put an animal, whichever level. But please make sure that you're putting some of the other IDs to it, so that people can come and ID it for you. Yeah, so I'll take some questions in the chats. Okay, so is it possible to upload video on iNat? So for now, we don't support video on iNaturalist, but you can upload uh, GIFs on iNat. So you can make a small GIFs based on whichever observation that you want in that format, or else you can upload photographs, or maybe you can paste the links. But please make sure you have either a photograph or a audio or a GIF as media. After presentation, share the PPT. Sure, I can send the PPT to you. That's fine. So Niaz asked, can I upload any new for me? I'm not sure I'm getting your question. If you can elaborate a little bit more what you are asking. Mm, okay. How can we use the
Hi,
guides?
Ashwin, if I ask a question.
Yeah.
So this PowerPoint, how would you be sharing it?
I'll put it in the WhatsApp group. If else, I'll put my email ID here. Or you can send your email to me in the chats or in my DMs. I'll forward it to you.
Okay, I'll do that 1 second. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so Jimmy asks, how can we use the guides even in the iNet app or is the AI identifying using these guides? Okay, so we do have some guides on iNaturalist, but the thing is that it's not being live updated or there's a small problem happening with the guides being uploaded. So I would say that there are no recent guides that are there, but there are few of the existing guides that you can make use of. That's always good. Uh, yeah, apart from that, AI is trained on itself, so technically you wouldn't use the guide as far as I know. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, we need to upload these photographs in iNaturalist app in project section.
No, you can just simply upload it. You don't have to do anything. It will be automatically taken for the project.
Oh, okay, okay, fine.
Okay, is there a possibility to take the photos from the app?
Yeah, we have the feature as well. Please feel free to explore the app. I'll try and
And it's there on iOS?
yes, it's there on iOS. You have a different version that was released very recently, so you can go with that as well. So you might find two apps for iNaturalist, one the recent one and the one is the like the old one. Both of them works. Right.
Okay, can this app be used for like research work, like counting, like for tree censuses
Yeah, you
or
can do that. So I'm a zoologist, so I have been publishing and working on iNaturalist dataset. I have been uploading my observations on iNat and using those very same observations for my project as well. And as you mentioned for the tree census, so there was one tree census that happened in Hyderabad. It was called the annual Hyderabad tree survey, tree biodiversity survey. So that was also done on iNaturalist. You can do all those things as well. Okay, I see a lot of email IDs for me. Uh, I think I'll drop my email ID. That's much better. Because I'll drop my email ID. If you don't get the link, you can always email me back.
Demo on the app will be useful here. I can quickly show one demo
Yeah, yeah.
by.
Please. I was trying to figure out because my phone was hanging. Thank you for uh, joining in.
Okay, okay. One second. Okay, so you all can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I have this app installed, iNaturalist. I'm clicking on this app. When we open the app, it will by default show us number of observations which are uploaded on the left side, and these are my observations. If I swipe here, it will show me number of species and then number of identifications. Because of some glitch, it seems to be showing 0 species, but should have shown more. So yeah, so now you can see these are number of species which are uploaded. So these are the three things it will show on the home screen. Now if I click on the triple lines on the top left, this is where I can see other things. If you have just downloaded the app and opening it, then your username and photo will not be shown on the top left corner. So sometimes user download the app, they try to sign up and log in using their ID, but if in case this is not happened, they will see the home screen just like this, where 0 observation, 0 species, 0 identifications. If they try to upload, it will not work because clicking on here, they will not see their username and photograph here. So this is step number one for new users. I will recommend please check and ensure that your name and your username and photo is being shown in the top left corner after opening the sidebar. Now here on the home screen, there are multiple ways by which you can upload an observation. The best way is on the bottom right, you see a plus icon, right? So you click on the plus icon and it opens something like this. So when you click on this one, Then you can either take photo from the app itself, or you can choose an image. You can also record a sound or choose a sound which was already recorded here. So let's say I will go to choose photo, and then here I will go to photos, and let's say I have this photo which I want to upload. So I select the photo here. So this is the screen which you need to be most familiar with. On iNaturalist, this is your observation uploading screen. On the top bar, you see the photo icon and the photo which you have uploaded. You can add more photographs by clicking on this icon here. And the photograph which you are uploading, it will open like this. Now you see all the photographs while uploading should actually be like big enough that it is visible. So right now a lot of the frame is being wasted here. So I can click on the pencil icon in the top, sorry, in the bottom left. So I'll click on the pencil icon, and I can simply adjust the overall photograph. So I have cropped it, and I will click on the top right tick icon. So now this is called filling the frame. I have filled the frame with my uh, subject which I want to upload. So here this uh, insect is now taking the full frame. I will click on back icon on the top left, and I'm back here. So now you can see the photograph on the top part is being clearly visible. So that is number one. The second line here is says, what did you see? So basically this is where you can get the identification from the app. So if you want to, or you can just mention insect if you know it is an insect here. So I'll click on this, and then it will by default show me few of the observations. But it says we are not confident enough to make a recommendation. You see here the text which it shows, but here are our top suggestions. Now let's say I don't know what it is, and even the app is not sure. So I will simply click on the species search, and I will manually, let's say, enter here insect. I just know this is an insect. So the third option here, which says insect, and then there is a photo, I will pick this one. So I will click on the tick icon on the rightmost portion here, and it has taken the insect. So here, point number one is the photograph on the top left, sorry, on the top bar. Second bar is what did you see? Third is notes. If you want to mention anything else here, you can, or you can leave it empty. After that, the next two are very, very crucial: date and time and location. By default, if your phone settings enable, then it will automatically pick date and time, also the location. But if your GPS is not on, or if your camera settings are not taking the GPS, then you will have to manually enter this thing. So recapping, the top two, and then after leaving one, the next two. These are the four things which you must ensure while uploading your observation. Number one, upload photo or sound on the top bar. In the second bar, mention what did you see. Third one, you can leave empty, and then you can come to the date and time and location. So these are the things which you must enter. And then the second last says, is it captive or cultivated? This is for everything which is not wild. If it is like a potted plant, if it is a captive animal, it is if it is your pet, you can mark this one. Otherwise, you can simply click on the tick item in the bottom. Okay. So any questions in this? I will simply click on the tick item, and then it will upload this particular observation. Yay, we have just uploaded our first observation as a demo here. And you can click on it again, and if you want to edit it, there is a pencil icon on the top right. You can click on edit, and it will open the same screen. You can again do it, you can delete whatever you want to do. I hope this was clear. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Hi. So as part of this, could I ask a question, please?
Yes, please. Yeah.
So captive means when we choose captive, that means it's raised at home. So if it is a
Yes.
plant or a pet or an animal that is captive, then we say captive. Otherwise, even if it was captive somewhere else, but it shows up in front of us, we say it's not captive, right?
So in general, the definition. So basically, these observations are of two types. One is called wild, and second is called domesticated. And domesticated means captive or cultivated. The very simple definition of all the domestic observations is, if you see a wildlife or if you see a life there, which is there because you wanted it there, that is the definition of captive or cultivated or domesticated in basic sense. So if you have planted it here, if you bought the plant and you put it here, or if you bought an animal, like, and you got it here. So these are all the things which are considered as captive or cultivated. If it was cultivated somewhere else and bought it here, again, you bought it here. So it is here because of you. Otherwise, it might or might not have been here. So let's say you have planted a tree and then a butterfly comes on it. So now that butterfly has come on its free will. It was like, we didn't really get the butterfly. We didn't pick the butterfly and we dropped it here. So that is wild. But if we have planted, like, we if we have reared a butterfly, then that will be considered as captive or cultivated. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Ram. That answers the question. Also, the other part of it I wanted to state was, so now I've started using the app. A lot of things I don't know what it is, so I say insect or bird, or I, like you said, and then I think it's nice. I just realized that you can actually then look at the species and see migration patterns and see the heat map. And this has been very interesting. So I think this is very useful reward for people who are uploading. Uh, I just wanted to make a mention of that for those who don't know about it, that you could see where all, out of 10 species, if you recorded 2 species, might only be endemic in your area. And you can see that in the species migration. The one thing I did want to ask was, in your screen share itself, we can see these red icons. What do they mean? Can you explain it for us, please?
Yes,
Uh,
I wanted to speak about that as well. So you see, all of these red ones are notifications, which I should ideally go and check. So in my previous, like, when I saw this particular insect, at that time, you see this currently, what is being shown on the top middle is the one when I uploaded for the first time. And it says 7 tags, like, this is the tag mark, or this is the identification mark actually. So there are 7 identification which has come on this particular observation. So I'll go here and I click on the this one, and you see, last time when I uploaded, I said this is an insect. Someone came and said this is mantis. Someone came and said this is an ancient Asian ant mantis. So that is how then people have been suggesting this one. So this is when others are providing you identification, then you get this pink mark here. Sometimes you will also get mark. So now the top middle observation says 2 types of marks here. One is for identification. It means on this blue tiger observation, there are 4 identification, and there is one comment as well. So I strongly recommend all of you to please ensure that whenever there is a comment, you must immediately check it, what the person say about it. And if in case, sorry about that. So that is one. And you can also see here the activities, 46 new activities. So this is also another way to check the comment. So I will click on this blue tiger observation here. And if I click on this, then it shows all these things. Now it says, please. So now there is one suggestion or one comment from Ravuri, which says, please add the nectar plant for Lepidoptera of India project. So this is a suggestion given by a friend of mine. I know this person, Ravuri. He's very active identifier. He says that I can also add this particular observation to this project. So I don't think we should really, like, we need to go into that. But the idea is that we can also add our observation into projects, and we can manually, like, do that. But that is only for specific type of project. But since in this particular context, we don't really need to do that. Sometimes people might come here and they can point out that there was some issue in your observation, like, there are multiple different species photos there. Looks like one of the photos is wrongly put in this observation. So just read all the all the comments which people have given here. Okay, with this I will give it back to Ashwin. You can proceed, Ashwin.
Yeah, one more question. You have just shown those marks, but what is the sign that is mentioned there? Agree.
Ashwin, you want to take that?
Uh, if you can, please, I am trying to put in the link.
Yeah. So basically, when we go to any observation, existing observation, at that time, it shows if you want to help in identification of existing observations. So if you know, like, how the iNaturalist works, is that first we can upload any observations, and then after any observation is uploaded, immediately it will be visible for everyone else, so they can help come and help in identification. So anyone who comes there, he or she will be able to add what do they think, like, what identification it fits well with. And if one of the existing identifications given by others, if you want to agree with that, you can say, okay, I agree with this particular identification. But I will say, if you have not used the observation part or uploading the observations enough, then for now you can hold on to getting started with identifications. But definitely, iNaturalist has both of these parts, uploading observations and identifying observations, as equally important pieces. So I will recommend that if you can go and identify others observations, this will be definitely helpful. We will also conduct one identification session, so that will happen when the ID period begins, most likely. So please look out for the identification session on iNaturalist, where we will talk more about the agree button and other things.
Great. Thank you, Ram. So, any other questions? Feel free to ask in the chats or unmute yourself and ask.
Yes, yes. Ashwin, I got a run. You can
Yeah,
continue.
sure, sure. Thank you. Okay, so how do I know if a species is correctly identified? Your case around the insect species you uploaded. Okay, so that is where the beauty of iNaturalist comes in. So we have something called as the community acceptance. So since this is like an open portal and people come and put IDs to you, so there's a very high chance that only experts come and put ID to your observation. And since this is a community-based initiative, so if someone comes and puts a wrong identifications as well, anyone else who knows the identification can come and contest it. So they can put the correct identification and the order. Okay, I'll put it in an easier way. So think of it like you had observation of a lion, and we have put that as a leopard. Okay, and someone comes and corrected that it's a lion. So that is one thing. Second thing is that we have uploaded it as something from the cat family, or maybe more like a vertebrate, and then someone comes and says that, oh, this looks like a bird. So that's wrong one, right? So the expert who is into this will come and say that this is not a bird, this is a lion. So we can put in lion. But the thing is that since it's lion, someone says that it's lion, and someone already told that it's a bird. Now you're contesting in between each other. So INAT will put in a neutral way, saying that okay, this is neither a bird, may or may not be the other one. So it will put in neutral, maybe like a vertebrate or uh, something in that line. So this will be there based on how people approach their observation. So at the end of the day, with various contesting and if people are accepting that okay, this looks like that, then they'll also agree to observation identification. Will get a species ID as well. So at the end of the day, you will definitely find uh, at least 99% accurate species ID, and if not, you can always contest it. I hope I didn't
So
make
it's
it a
like
mess.
if the community accepts that it's a particular species, then we conclude that okay, it's rightly identified.
Yes. So that's where the agree button comes into play. Someone asked the question. So if two or three people agree that okay, this is the name of that species, then it gets accepted and comes into research grade, which is actually taken into for research and various other purposes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Can unmute and ask with respect to the challenge program and get link to the WhatsApp group. Okay, I'll post the link to the WhatsApp group as well. You can find it if you register through the website link, the link that I shared. Okay, I'll share the link again. Yeah, you can join via the link. You'll be redirected to WhatsApp. how much we can rely on the ideas given on iNaturalist. Yeah, you can technically rely really good because researchers use these data sets. Even I have used this data set. Since it works like a community, there's a very high chance that you'll always get correct IDs. And if you are not having correct IDs, you'll be contested for you know, at a higher tax, saying that this may or may not be so. Let's not put it. Yeah, this is contest. Asia Nature Challenge, yes, includes just Asia, the entire of Asia. Uh, there are a lot of other events happening for financialists as well, which may or may not involve other parts of the world. So what we do at Asian Challenge at MNP and Viru Valley Park? I'm not sure, Jimmy, what you're referring to. If you can frame it a little bit more. Yeah. Meanwhile, any other questions, doubts? If you want me to show, explain anything again, please feel free to ask him. We can wind up in next 10 minutes.
How to be observer in the app?
You don't have to do anything. Just take a photograph and upload it, just as how Ram mentioned. That is
In
literally how you
observer.
can
Yeah,
be an observer. Yeah.
yeah, not observer. How if I want to identify any species, how can I do it?
Okay, so okay, I'll try using the app. Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, I'm back. Mm, okay, so yeah, so once you have your iNaturalist app, so you can always go to explore and you can explore all the. This is, uh, I'm audible, right? Hopefully. So you'll find all the observations that are there on the natural list, and you can go identify. So, for example, I'll do maybe I'm interested into birds. Okay, so I'll click on birds. I'll say I'm from India, so I'll go with Indian birds. You literally sort it that way. So you'll find all the observations on birds from India. Now I look at this. This looks like the bird chikra to me. So you can always have a look like this. Okay. So this could be a bird called as shikra, or this could be a bird called as dasra. So I'm not sure. So I can put this as shikra or dasra, but now I know that this is shikra, so I can click on agree. So that is one way you can do, or else you can always go with the suggest ID. So it will show that okay, this looks like from the genus Tachyspiza. So you have shikra, dasra, and then few other acceptors from that genuses. So if you are not sure that this is the bird called as Shikra, then you can click that, okay, this is from this genus. I'm not sure about the species level. And you have said that it's Shikra, but I don't think it's that. So I click on this, and then if I want, I can say that I doubt it being Shikra, or maybe some pointer that, maybe its tail endings are not good, or the bearings are not so enough, something. So it does that. Am I sure that okay, it is from this genus, or can this be identified at species level? So I say that I I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that it is from this genus, but could be Shikra or could be Beshra. So I can put it accordingly. So the species level still maintains because I'm not sure of what species it is, but I'm pretty sure of the genus. So I have identified this as this. So you can do identifications like that based on whichever taxa you are specializing or interested with, or you can literally put it with life as well or whatever capacity. So I hope that answers the question. We have all these kind of things explained in detail in the YouTube session link that I have posted on the chat. You can feel free to have a look.
Yeah, one question. Uh,
Yes.
just you have showed the exploring part, but when I open this, there are so many photographs, and so these photographs are sorted, means as per the date of uploading, means the newest photo is the first photo there, because
Uh,
I can see
no,
there are
depending.
already comments are there.
Yeah. So the first screen that you see would definitely have your observations, and those observations would be in order of the date of uploading. So when you have uploaded, they'll come in that order, not necessarily when they're observed. But you can always sort it out on the sort button as well, based on whichever form you want. Be it on the date of observation or date of uploading. You can do that.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Any other questions? We'll wind up in next 5 minutes. So feel free to ask how to create a project. Okay, so that will be beyond the scope in our session, but yeah, you can explore the website. You'll find options to create project and work on it. We'll be happy to guide you if you are interested into it. You can drop an email to us.
This also might be outside the scope, but I was wondering, do you know if this, I think you were mentioning it, but I wasn't in the call at the time.
Mhm.
Do you know if this iNaturalist data can be used for uh, panchayat level, government level reporting? Like there is a BMC, Biodiversity
Yeah.
Management Committee in every panchayat, and they're supposed to set up a PBR, People's Biodiversity Register, in every panchayat in India. And so I don't know if it's every panchayat in India, but that's what I know is happening in Kerala. And so can we use this data for that reporting?
Yes, you can. Apparently, I have been working on that as well. So I'm from Kerala, and yes, people have been using eBird dataset and iNaturalist dataset for creating those datasets. And this is like an application that you can use. Apart from that, I have used iNaturalist for documenting such kind of diversity. Like I have worked on diversity of my campus or diversity, like say birds of this district, or I will say butterflies from my locality. You can put your observations on that as on a project, and then you can download all your data set from that. You might even find a community level, like someone else has also uploaded from that location, so you'll actually get much bigger data set than you might have uploaded by yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so there's this one question: would this attract poachers if someone finds a rare species? Okay, so on iNaturalist, anything that is in the IUCN category, like threatened or vulnerable or anything like that, so it automatically obscures your location so that only you as an observer can see the exact precise location of such organisms, or the project admin if you give permission to uh, that the admins of the project, you can trust them with your coordinates as well. So that's the only thing. The observation location will be obscured for anyone else who looks at the observation. Plus, you always have a choice that you can obscure your location irrespective of if it's a rare or a non-rare species. That is, if you into privacy and you're like, okay, I don't want to reveal my house address, or I don't want to exactly put where I found this species. You can always put observation obscured. There's an option for private as well, but I would suggest putting it obscured, because that actually helps in research, and having a private location doesn't help much. I mean, even if you
Okay,
can,
who owns iNaturalist, and is this data going to be like available for the public forever? I hope it doesn't get like I
yeah,
hope it's a not-for-profit Creative Commons thing and it doesn't get.
yeah. So
Uh,
it is, yeah, it is a non-profit run by non-profit group, and all the data set that is being generated is actually going into a superior database. It's called GBIF. It's a Global Biodiversity Information Facility, wherein all this kind of data set from multiple uh, sources drops in. Like you can say iNaturalist data set is uploaded there. The entire eBird data set gets uploaded there. The ancient research papers, all the data that is available on the internet based on that will be uploaded. Ancient specimens collected, all the details. So basically, every detail that you can find on internet with respect to biodiversity is there, hopefully there, but a lot of chunks are yet to be digitized. But yeah, these all data sets will be uploaded there, and that is like an international database. Anyone can use at any time, and it's free. You can always download all the information that you want. Yeah. So, any other questions? Record position. Okay, so I guess we don't have much question again. So if there is any question, you can unmute and ask, or else we can wind up in maybe like in a minute or so. Any questions, any doubts, or any suggestions? If anyone is like a pro naturalist and wants to share a few words about it, or any few words about Asian Nature Challenge that you like or want to add on, what can be done better, or if you have any collaborating organizer in this meeting, please feel free to you know, share a few words.
So, just a quick question:
Yeah.
if you want to introduce people to this app now, is your videos that you shared on YouTube? I don't think you still shared the WhatsApp group link, but if you, will we find it in the WhatsApp group, or is there some videos or people you suggest, or the is the app, does it have videos that we can share with people who are keen to get involved?
Yeah, so once you register as a participant, you will get a link to the WhatsApp group as well. So you can always join there. I'll still drop the links again, the chats in a minute. So that's there for communication. You'll find these videos uploaded on the YouTube, and you can definitely find links and summaries on the Instagram channel, Instagram site. And apart from that, iNaturalist itself has a lot of videos that you can refer to. Everything is just the same. It's just a different event that we are conducting. So you'll find our sessions and their sessions that you can refer to always.
so I am in the middle of saving a biodiversity heritage site.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of 44 notified biodiversity heritage sites in India. It's in Pune.
Mm-hmm.
And the Pune Municipal Corporation, as usual, wants to make a garbage dump out of it. They want to put a STP over there.
I think
And there
I
are,
saw the, yeah,
you
I
saw
saw
that,
it.
right? Yeah. So there's about 4,590 trees and about 610 germplasms and about 27 fruit varieties and all of that. But all that data is what went into the report before it got declared as a biodiversity heritage site.
Yes,
And
yes.
what Pune Municipal Corporation did is they took away about 2 hectares of land,
Mm-hmm.
and they also leveled about almost about 6-7 hectares of forest in and around that because they built a road and a bridge
Mm-hmm.
crossing the river and all of that. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, all the data there has to be validated again, and
It's more about
hmm.
using those data and presenting it to them, and making them like show them that okay, we have this much there. They
Yeah.
won't.
Plus, if there are, which I'm very sure because I've had sightings of what's these of different species such as our dear friend, what's his name? The Malabar hornbill.
Mm-hmm.
and so on over there. I've had some sightings of some certain species of eagles. I've had all of that, and plus then we have all these trees. So all that has to be, I don't know, kind of measured, tabulated, put together,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
someone has to take that initiative.
mm.
The
So
data is
I'm
already
willing to
there.
take the
Someone has
initiative. I don't know how to go about getting enough people, perhaps volunteer groups in Pune, to then come
Okay,
together and
so
maybe we
you
can
can
become a
drop an
micro group.
email to me. I'll connect you with the people in
Mm.
Pune, so who are all maybe also working on the very same thing, but in a
Mm.
different parallel lines. So I'll connect you with them as well. And I think
Yeah.
this similar lines happened in Hyderabad
Mm.
as well for the Gachibowli event. So they also had government coming and raising the forest areas. So they also used this biodiversity
Mm.
data, and they made an entire book and published, and made this thing available for the public, and then it was up to the government and the courts to decide, and it was turned
So
into the paper.
courts, I'm already in the courts, so that battle is on. But and that battle will go on for some time. So I have put a spoke in the wheel.
Yes,
But the more important thing is that people need to discover that this thing exists inside Pune, 160 acres of it. And
yeah,
a lot of people in the same neighborhood also don't know that it exists. So now our job is to take school kids over there and show them that this is yours. These 300-year-old, 400-year-old trees are yours. This is
yes,
your biodiversity. It is your heritage. So that's what we are working on. But also we need to start building a story around it, and that story has to be current. It can't be something which is from 300 years ago.
yeah,
So that's where I'm struggling with. So I think this will help.
yeah. All the best with that. Also, you can get or conduct a lot of walks in the same place, the different groups.
Yeah.
So
Every
we'll
Saturday we are doing a walk.
great, great, perfect. So especially this ANC time is coming, you can make it a little bit more aggressive, like maybe
Mm.
two walks. Maybe you can get other people joining as an organizer, and
Mm.
independent walks can be done, or maybe multiple walks. Try to get maximum stuff. Will do.
Done. Sure thing. Thank you for all this help, and it's good talking to you guys. And if anybody is willing to volunteer or something, my email's already there in the list. I'm also on the group, so just send me a message. I can put you on a group where we're doing all this work. We're trying to save Puna's trees. We fight a lot of court battles. We do a lot of activism with regard to Pune, Bombay, Western Maharashtra, especially in the Sayadris. We do whatever work we can.
Great. Thank you. So I hope last call for questions. Any other questions? Else we can wind up. Anyone? Anything? Okay. So certainly we won't have sessions for using iNaturalist. This was technically the last session because we'll have the project going live in less than 5 hours, maybe 3 hours or so, because it's Pan Asia. So yeah. We'll do next session on how to identify during the identification phase. But using iNaturalist, I'll send the link over again. You can visit YouTube and have a look. Also, this is being live streamed on YouTube. You can always feel free to go and refer. Right. So I hope there are no more questions. I'll talk to you guys. Okay. So I have added the links. I'll send the WhatsApp group and then we'll wind up. Till then, if any questions, you can ask.
I had one question. One of the species, when I uploaded, it it said it went into, and I've been trying to find this message on the group. It came as a notification that it went into some research or something of that sort. Do you know what
Yeah.
I'm? Do you know what that means?
Yeah. So basically, when you upload an observation, this research grade called research grade. So there are like three grades of quality. So one we call it as the research grade, which is the highest and the best grade. We have the casual grade observations, which are not considered, and uh, I'll come to what each one of them are, and the normal one. So what happens is when you upload an observation should have mandatory fields like the identification, that whichever taxa it is. Second is the date and time, and third is the location of it. So if anything has all these three, including the media, definitely, three, four details, then this will be proper, what do you say, proper normal good observation that is on iNaturalist. If the observation is basically made of anything that is captive or as mentioned, the uh, pets or animals in cages, basically non-wild animals, animals or plants, they are marked as captive or cultivated, right? So all those things will go under casual grade. So casual grade observations are not taken into research or anywhere else. So it's not much of a use, except that you're just recording it for yourself. So that is casual grade, and the third is the research grade. So research grade is the ultimate aim that we are trying to make it happen. So research grade comes in when your species level identification is there on your observation. So if there's an observation of a lion, we have put it that it's a lion, and someone else or the community comes and says that okay, this is indeed a lion. So you have two agrees or three people agreeing that okay, this is a lion, and then it becomes pretty sure that okay, this is a line, and this observation that okay, I have an observation of a line from this place at this time is made. It is going to be used in research, so that's why it's called research grade. So all the research grade observations are continuously pushed into the global biodiversity information facility, where people can access the data and work upon it. Scientists and policymakers. Yeah. Yeah. I think I got the link. Yes, I have added the link. So if you have any more questions, please ask. Otherwise, we'll wind up. What about the IDs? Which don't get confirmed IDs? Okay, so one way is that you can keep waiting for it because some expert will definitely find and come to you. Otherwise, if you know any expert, you can always track them, or else you can go look for that specific structure. For example, you have birds from India, let's say, or birds from Mumbai. Okay, so you have reported a bird, but you have no idea. So you can look for birds of Mumbai and then look like who has identified them more from Mumbai, and then you can add or tag that person's name, and then let that person come and look. You can look around like that. I have added the link to the chat. Please support it, and if not, you can wind up. Okay, then. Thank you everyone for joining. All the best with the Asia challenge. So if you face any technical problems or anything, join the Asia ANC group. You'll find INAT groups as well. You can always ask your queries and issues with the apps as well. We'll clarify it. Uh, yeah, so all the best with it. If you want to share anything, please feel free to tag or DM us or ask in the group. We'll be happy to help you. Okay, thank you for joining. All the best.